Hello Gundam fans, Joe Dash here, and we're back to the another Gunpla reviews. And this time I look at the 1144 High Grade Year vs. Century Rx-139 Hambrabi from Mobile Suit Zeta Guns. Now this Mobile Suit, this Gunpla Hambrabi is another transforming mobile suit or mobile armor according to the package. He is a Titan prototype transformed mobile suit. He was first appears episode 49 called Catch a War, and this is where Hambrabi's debut. And he's piloted by Yasen Team, and I apologize I pronounce, is Yasen Gabel, Dunkil Cooper, and Rumson Haskell. Well, that was a mouthful. All three in the trio of the Yasen team was managed to try to destroy the Argama, but spoiler alert, it fails. It was destroyed by the Zeta Gundams. It was destroyed by Zeta Gundam. However, ultimately killed. However, Yasen was the only member he survived. He used an escape pod from his cockpit. Looks like a red ball. And somehow he survived. So he didn't die, he just completely disappeared. We don't find out what happened Yasen Cable after this. So I bought this this is one I'm looking for, is a very excited one. I got this one at Amazon.com for about $23. It was a nice and cool price deal. He's not that hard to find. If you wanted to find that was a very hard to find, he's going to be very rare. So anyway, let's just look at the package, and that's some cool artwork. It says in Titan Transform, and it's made by Bandai from 2012. Nice old Bandai Namco. It says Blue Bandai. On the bottom here, it shows little front details from the front and the back, and it has a little bio from Japanese writing, but sadly you cannot read. I would not get the other two as make an army building or to make a trio, but that's fine. Or imagine I want to make a stop motion to make a duplicate of these three. The other side here is the same image. It just says number 145. And on the top here, it shows little features of how to transform to the mobile armor mode. And shows some weapons. And that's pretty much about the package. So let's take a look. Okay, a very quick look, and it shows comes with a structure book list, which shows the back, front, and on the back here. And so it shows little details and surgeries, weapons. It shows little details, and it shows a little bios, pretty much saying, and shows a screenshot that was from the movie, not the TV version, which is kind of interesting. That came out that was after this. And over here we can see it shows a little instruction. It shows little instructions and shows the weapons, how to acquire, and shows how to transform to mobile armors, and shows little details about the Hambrabi, and shows the screenshots from the show and the movies, which is interesting. And down here it shows the rest of the Gunplas available. There's Hguc. I didn't have one, which I'll get to that. Gaplin, which I did review him. Marasai, I don't have him. Gavali, I believe I definitely get this one. He's a very hard to find. Definitely get the rest of these guys ones. So that's about looking at the instructions as well. Okay, before we look at the Gunplas itself, let's take a look at the weapons of surgery. First up, he comes with looks like some kind of a rifle. Looks like a big old rifle. Now, I don't remember I believe he used in shows, and this detail is a black plastic. It does a handle. It does the up and downs. Now, he also comes with a 2 beam saber. It has 2 beam saber effects. One for wound saber. The other one, he has a beam saber that goes whole. It goes connect. Looks like this. And yeah. Only problem is kind of Nice little detail as well. It comes with multiple hands, alternate hands. One for the hold the weapons, and the other one looks like open palm hands. And finally, he comes with looks like a sea serpent device. You might recognize in the show when he was taken out, destroyed. I believe I'm assuming Masal. I'm assuming this. Well, I forgot his name. Mobile suit that piloted by Ricola, or not Ricola. When I think his name is Misa. When she got the down and she was using sea spray, and then it gets electrifying her, causing damage to say the gun gets damaged. Ouch. It comes with looks like a black wires. This is kind of very similar. This looks very similar to Hguc's custom. Now the order to do it, it takes new plugs. It goes a little hole. See that little hole? It goes connect until try to connect, and looks like this. Here I have this connect as well. A nice little cool feature is this one. Now, as are the weapons, you can actually hold this. Now the easiest to put the hands on goes fit, and the fit goes a fit. What's I'll show you to put the hands on weapons. Here I have hold his and I'll get into a show to plug in with some weapons. And here he is, the Hambrabi himself in his mobile armor mode. This looks kind of cool. It kind of looks more show accurate looks. Now, as I mentioned before, what kind of mobile armor is this? I believe it looks more like this inspired by reminds me a Stingray that looks resembling. So he does have a little cannon, his backpack cannon. It does go up and down that much. Other than that, it has a little sting. I believe you might recognize what she got down and takes down against Fall. I think it's the name. When she gets pension, gets damaged to electrify. Yeah, ouch. So other than that, overall, I think it did a nice one. I do like has free eyes, pink eyes, model eyes. Looks nice at detail. It has little stickers. It has a black line. I put a black line as well. Now the it does hold on the back here. The thrusters as well. Now the transform to mobile suit is surprisingly extremely easy. First to do is then rotate band it down. Just bend down his knee. On the back here is push knee. Those. Moving on here is rotate his arm. Oh yeah, forgot his band and claw. Just that. And then do the exactly same. Other that. And that was it. And here you have Hambrabi in his mobile suit mode. And overall, this looks pretty neat, looks pretty nice, so very show accurate. As I mentioned before, he has a certainly now the easiest hand or easier swap with hand is a kind of little tough. It's got a little peg, but not bowl joints, or actually swap the hand. Goes peg to his hand, just like that. I'll get into show the weapons, we'll get into that later. But now, before that, let's take a look at the head sculpt first. The head sculpt Hambrabi looks impressive. He looks just like how he did in the animated. I do like the design of one. It kind of looks sort of like a cone head, but it kind of looks like a, I don't know, looks like a Merlin wizard hat. Kind of looks more like that. It kind of looks like a Needleman. It has the same design one. I do like design. It has a cockpit and is red. As I said before, it has a cockpit. What it looks like when he was destroyed. When Janssen escaped, he was ejected. And the rest of the body was overall detailed. The bottom, not the back was this. And so it's on the back here. It has a nice little this cannon. This. It has little wings. Also, it has little stickers. Other than that, it's a very nice, cool-looking model kit. This one's. Now, as I mentioned before, the weapons, he can take his hand off, pull his hand is easier, or kind of looks like it does have weapons. It can fit his weapon. Oops. Trying can fit this. Now, unfortunately, I have to put it. Oops. Yeah, that's the only problem. Yeah, oops. Oops. Better put the hands on. That's a little problem. Okay, so here we got Hambrabi. His holding looks like a rifle. I'm not a gun person. I'm not sure what kind of weapons in that. I can't remember his name. It looks pretty nice little detail. There's hold of weapons. Here we have Hambrabi. He's holding a sea serpent. Looks pretty nice. His fit was easier, and is even more surprised. Oops. He does not have loose. I'm very glad is unlike the last one, because my only problem this one is kind of loose. So, oops. So yeah, other than that, this is nice and cool display of features. As for articulation, well, this guy doesn't have no head articulation. Instead, he only has a little ball joint, his waist. He can rotate left, doesn't rotate around for 60 degrees, goes to side, and his arms goes up and down, going out. It can't go out because it's handed by his shoulder. It can't go forward. It cannot go forward because of his shoulders. He has a ball joint with butterfly joints. He has a bicep swivel, bend of the elbow. There's no ball joint wrist. Instead, it has swivel wrist, wrist swivel. It does have a wings go left, right. Also nice presses. And finally, his leg is forwards and back. Goes in and out that much because transmission. It's a butterfly bicycle. Then a knee, double hinge knees, and ball joint ankles. It also has a little side. Looks pretty nice ones. Overall, really nice poses. Nice pose articulations. So there's my review of the 1144 high grade University Century, the Hambrabi. Overall, this is probably the coolest gunpla kits I've ever seen. I mean, we never seen overall. It looks really impressive. I'm not familiar with this one. I mean, I do like design one. It kind of looks like a wizard hat I mentioned early. And overall, this is a pretty nice looking gunpla. Like I said, he's going to be very expensive. He's going to be hard to find. I mean, you're a fan of the Mobius Zeta gun. What's I highly recommend? I recommend you can find this. So you can check out on the display. So I recommend you can buy this in the display or Mobius Zeta gun collections. Like I said, I bought this one on Amazon for about $20. At least the other one, he gets his price. It's going to be very, very expensive one. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. Be sure don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.